I manage Willie Nelson, and not very many managers do this.
There's a stretch in the last 6 miles, last 8 miles, where there's these huge telephone poles. And I can see the outlines of these telephone poles, and I alphabetize them and give each of them a letter, and each letter dedicate to somebody in my life that motivates me, that's been kind to me, that has gotten me here.
Those telephone poles give me a chance to think about my colleagues, my loved ones, and some I don't like. I think about them too. People that say, you shouldn't do it, you know, what are you wasting your time for? You're never gonna win one, you know? I think I give them a pole too, but I don't tell them where to put it. So that's why.
Brian Breen, the banker from Chicago, is committed as well. He can see John Blaze at the finish line. Sister Madonna Buter, 76, here for a 20th time. It's now obvious she's battling the clock. She must be at the finish line by midnight, or it's as if this never happened. The adventure-seeking firefighter has climbed another mountain. Robin will probably be back for more. The heavy rain helps hide the tears. Major Ozell, mission accomplished. Let the wounded see what's possible and how family can help bring you back. John Blaze, Brian Breen, finish, ALS. That's all that matters now.
I'm looking forward to being there at the finish line, waiting for him, you know, come midnight. And I'm going to lose it for sure. It's going to be emotional, that's for sure. It's going to be heavy duty. And it's going to be bittersweet because, you know, this is it. It's almost like in life, they say, well, you know, like I said, life's not a dress rehearsal. How do you get excited about something that, you know, is once it's over, and it's never going to come again? So you got to live in the moment, and that's what I'll be doing, because I think heading back on that plane, I'll be thinking a lot about what went on here this year, and, you know, after that, there's really nothing more that I can do as far as the war on ALS. It's time to pass the torch.
So it's time, John.
I think one of the best hours I've ever spent in watching a sports event has been from 11 to midnight. Watching people come across, that hour is pretty spectacular.
Sports is at its best when it's transcendent. When a player's joy tells you it was more than just a game. Like a movie, only real. That the dream connected the heart to the soul, and the participants were made better for it for all their private and spoken reasons. When will and skill combine to make great. In that final hour here, it happens almost every second.
Herman Stadler win this race?
Yeah.
And is it true that he already flew home and landed in Germany? Because that's the rumor I heard. It's unbelievable.
The man on the left is Alberto Seriani from Italy, and the man on the right is Claudio Pellegrini, who doesn't have a number. You see, he's a guide for Seriani because Alberto is blind. And they have done this entire Ironman together. At 27, a rare disease took Alberto's sight completely. Thankfully, there is a Claudio Pellegrini in his life. They did all 112 miles on a tandem bike, helping Alberto continue a lifelong pursuit of being physically fit. It was the guide Pellegrini who had to convince Alberto that a blind man could do a triathlon. And in Milan, they finished their first one 2 years ago. Then slowly but surely, Pellegrini helped Alberto learn what he needed to know about triathlons. Which brings them to the same stage that decides who's best in the world.
Is this the craziest thing ever, this race? By the way, this is Jess. She's been awesome. We've been running together, talking. She's Susan Anton to my Dudley Moore. Or she's Bo Derek to my Dudley Moore. Your choice. I haven't seen her in the light yet, so I don't know which. I just know she's tough.
With his powerful belief of getting to the finish, Brian Breen has made it to town. Every step has been for John Blaze. It was that same type of belief that Blaze had in himself a year before, when he could still run, ride, and swim. That he would get to the finish if they had to roll him across. He rolled himself across. Can it really be just 365 days ago? Sadly, yes, it can.
Can't wait. I'm looking for that last 10 feet where all I'm going to do is just continue the story. It's just a continuation of the John Blaze story. So, 10 feet from that line, I'm going to roll, and hopefully the world's watching again, and hopefully they hear him again.